say deep. Bumping smells like Teen Spirit 253 till I die. I'm from a cloudy place where the sun don't shine and the rain don't sleep. Where the freaks run free from the drugs they take till they R.I.P. From the land by the sea where the grass is green and the sound say deep. Bumping smells like Teen Spirit 253 till I die. What you do if you got a second chance of life? Make a change, live the same but just pay the fucking price. Roll the dice again, same night, different friends, long nights of being blacked out, dreaming of a blacked out Benz, all black rims, black clothes, stay covering, black tattoos, still recovering from the devil's sins that I keep stumbling on and on like a stuttering. I'm shooting for the stars while my brother be shooting up in an alley. I'm sitting backstage getting fucked up, just living for the moment when my fans scream my lyrics in the spotlight. 808 tones give me goosebumps. Run, dig it fast as you can. Get away from the place and right back to your plan. I'm taking over the stage that really made you a man. Drop the bottle in your hand and write your name in the sand. I'm from a cloudy place where the sun don't shine and the rain don't sleep. Where the freaks run free from the drugs they take till they R.I.P. From the land by the sea where the grass is green and the sound say deep. Bumping smells like Teen Spirit 253 till I die. I'm from a cloudy place where the sun don't shine and the rain don't sleep. Where the freaks run free from the drugs they take till they R.I.P. From the land by the sea where the grass is green and the sound say deep. Bumping sounds like Teen Spirit 253 till I die. Remember hopping in my cousin's truck, fucked up, looking for some tough love or a fuck to give. Cruising down Pack Ave with the backpack full of dope beats and an 8-ball free to sniff. Freestyling free beats, just feel free, no rhyme to it, death, no reason, repeat. But the ghost kept on reaping. If you do what you love and love what you do, you'll always be great, keep believing. I had it pretty easy growing up, I can't complain much. All my wrongdoings came from alcohol and anguish. And it started when I dropped out of college, started living dumb, living life like a turn hella dangerous. I saw my life flash right before my eyes at the age of 22, staring down a 9. Back then I wish he really would've pulled the trigger, but that's a different story for another time. I'm from a cloudy place where the sun don't shine and the rain don't sleep. Where the freaks run free from the drugs they take till they R.I.P. From the land by the sea where the grass is green and the sound say deep. Bumping smells like Teen Spirit 253 till I die. I'm from a cloudy place where the sun don't shine and the rain don't sleep. Where the freaks run free from the drugs they take till they R.I.P. From the land by the sea where the grass is green and the sound say deep. Bumping sounds like Teen Spirit 253 till I die. I'm from a cloudy place where the sun don't shine and the rain don't sleep. Where the freaks run free from the drugs they take till they R.I.P. From the land by the sea where the grass is green and the sound say deep. Bumping smells like Teen Spirit 253 till I die.
Tick tock, time is passing on clocks. I never count the hours, I know one day they'll stop. And if they stop a little bit too soon, will I spend the moment wondering, was I a fool? I keep wondering what's wrong with me. Looking around, don't like what I see. Maybe I'm different, maybe I'm broke. All I know is this place makes me choke with its gaseous rancidness seeping through the streets. Everybody's laughing, but everybody reeks. If I don't fall in line, I'll be targeted for sure. 'Cause the way I am, it doesn't suit their cause. Tick tock, life is getting boring. I just keep on snoring whilst everyone else is applauding. They're happy with the way that things are, but I'm not. They're happy just to stay till they rot, but I'm not. I need to live, I need some life. Oh, inside these walls everything has died. I really need that resurrection in me. Someplace I can be where I just can't see these damn clocks. Tick tock, the chime it never goes. I keep dotting all the crosses, playing tick tack toe with the demons in my head. They keep signing on the O's. If I'm ever gonna win, I need to get out of this hole. Tick tock, the timing never stops. I could count the hours, days, and minutes, still I lose the plot. And if the plot is lost a bit too soon, will I spend the future wondering, was I a fool? And I keep wondering, when will I be free? Looking around at the cage where I
Sorry about that for the slow start here. I had to go use the bathroom real quick as soon as I started stream. It took me a second. Let's see here. Pause in the music and we'll launch Star Rail. We can wait and listen for that beautiful, beautiful soundtrack to come up. And until then, how's everyone doing today? I hope good. Let me double check my audio is good. Yep. Cool. Up. There's that beautiful sound that we all love. Hello, everyone. Nice to see your. Nice to see my pretty face. Start off with the classic claim everything. Oh, not that. Do I have your... Oh, it's just... Do I read your question? Oh. Alright, I guess we can start off with the 2 free pulls I just got. Because why not? We are going to be doing the story today. Nothing the first one, probably nothing the second one. Yep, nothing. Now I'm gonna show you my record so we can see just how close I am. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 12 pages, which is 60. I'm at 60 pity, right? I think that's a little bit higher. But I am at 60 pity right now. So, that means we need 30 more pulls for hard pity, which is scary, but we should be able to get it this go through. Now, let us start with the story. Kind of excited to see how this turns out. We ended with Mighty leaving, from what I remember.
Need something?
What is this?
If not, then I'll be leaving.
Oh, that, right, okay. Banana. Oh, that's right. Or Tribby, one of the Tribioses died.
Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything but my actual studies.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself, correct?
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those two courses were the students' greatest nightmares.
The history of mythology, taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas. May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the Flame Chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
Dromus Straight and Finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas.
Damn. Damn.
Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve. Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle chatter.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
Just as I feared.
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Still, I can't help but hope for another possibility. Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But now, let's greet our guest. You're here. Does this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's trial? It seems that this sacred beast is just as indispensable, given their intricate ties.
Me and Mim will do it together.
Memmy mem, memmy mem mem, mem mem, memmy mem memmy mem.
Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphorius, all on your own.
I'm ready.
From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end of Genesis. It's exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, I am willing to lower my expectations. There are still many priests of Yanissopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem hero.
Every time Mim says a normal word, it throws me off so much. Hero. Like, oh my god.
Memories that exist outside of your own experiences.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
Since you've made your decision, go back to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trinem will call for you when the ceremony is ready. It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Akima. Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew is no longer able to express the extent of our gratitude. When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo and discuss things openly.
Oh, we're finally going to be able to officially leave? Asterisk.
May everything go well for you and Mem. It's nothing. I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaya. Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Trianne had gifted to me. Tracing back, this anthology was something left for Lady Trianne by a bard before their passing. Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Trianne gave this book to me since
That's sweet.
she knew how much I like to read.
That's super sweet.
No, it's just an ordinary book. It's definitely not some kind of unique copy. It just contains an allegory. In a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the Black Tide descended one day.
Styxia? I mean, kind of like the river Styx?
It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already met its end. Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. However, having lost memories of her previous life, the resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise. The author of this book is Archepia, a wandering bard who traveled to many cities. Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant handwriting. While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It was as if she had yet to pass on and was still alive.
That's sweet.
That's right. Writing, drawing, and taking photographs. It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things. Speaking of taking photographs, when I was helping you to take the photo previously, I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm also very curious about the story of the Rosy Celestial Maiden.
Oh my god,
Despite
fucking
having
March.
visited many cities in Amphorius, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity... forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain Orynyx's blessing.
I think I'll be able to. Gonna speak with Dan Hong. Oh, hi, Finon.
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know. Good news? I wouldn't call it that.
Ooh.
Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphoria. This is the most important social event of Akima. Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a citizens' assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heir is led by a... That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. We can refer to them as the opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the Flame Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation. I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa. Aglaya will surely take back Circe's core flame, but with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time... Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs. and has long been considered an important ally of Akuma. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another. As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy... Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Oryx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss.
I hope so too.
Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days. Oh, right. You can read this scroll.
No thanks. That's a lot of that's a lot of words. Too bad I ain't reading them. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get this trial started.
Esteemed one, Oryx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please step forward.
Green on and Ruby.
Little Gray and Mem, thank you. Your resolves cannot be questioned.
It still hurts a little bit
Your pure selflessness and courage
that Trianne's gone.
may carefully light your path forward. Get ready to assume Oryx's divinity, Trailblazer.
Oh, she called me Trailblazer.
The divine position of Oryx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates.
Let's begin.
The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great veil of Evernight, Oryx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysos heirs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles. Both of you, please, come forward.
Shut up, Mem. Sorry.
Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world.
Hear him just say Mem, 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 Mem in the background of the actual words.
Till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus. And surrender the core flame. Oryx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor. last time I heard this. Things didn't turn out that well.
Don't worry, Aglaya. She's tougher than I am, right?
I wonder what my trial is going to be.
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the Chrysos heirs. She will definitely succeed. While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Speak.
Da, da, da.
Slap, slap! Wake up!
Oh,
How is it? How do you feel? Right? I think that it's amazing too! Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I have such a cute voice! It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations. Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer. Mother. Mother. It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end? Or next. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robs them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
yes. Yes, we are. Oh, I can go down here.
Mother? Who are they calling out for?
A good question, Mem. A very good question. Let's go to the right here. Is there anything over here we can pick up? Okay, I've already been over here. Okay. We'll go to the check now. Ooh! The gate! Damn. Look at those heels.
You. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you. Mother is calling for you.
Lee?
Skyfather has chosen you. Mother to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Orynyx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
You have potential, strength, willpower, powerful, and tenacious. But you lack something. Just one thing.
Lacking something.
What you lack is a future.
Huh?
Future?
Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already. The gaze from Skyfather.
Oh, because I'm a Stellaron.
Your form. Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away. Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
What?
What? How is that possible?
I've been sick since. We've been dead this entire time.
The space is collapsing. Someone must inherit the authority of time if the pillar is blocked. Amphorius. Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never child of humanity. Time,
Orynyx's divinity.
Pathstrider of remembrance, my strength, I shall entrust it to you, the fate of the world. If you wish to, save it. Go and find your future that has been stolen, even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Holy shit. I don't even know what to say. But then I was so sick, my phone was conscious the last time I took you still weren't breathing when I drank, so that's reliable. assume. But truth might be there. For a while, so the storage relation. It seems like this has been proven. It's not ever yet. There must be a way to save you. Ornix mentioned finding your stolen future and cheating death. Considering my indestructible bodies, it suggests that there is someone to keep lives with a hand of shadow or unknown.
I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the titan that Cass has always been looking for.
I knew we were going to probably get to know Cass better, or deal with Thanatos, but I didn't think in this way we were going to have to deal with him.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosairs already know everything that has happened to you. I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
It's okay, ma'am. I forgive you this time. Even though I don't fully understand what that means.
Miss, I'm right here. Please stay there and so... Please.
She's so pretty, man.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything. I'm sorry. I just back at the Grove. I was puzzled as to why you were not affected. I'm sorry. Miss,
Oh.
if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I'm just thinking. If you're so... Cass! Did you... My apologies. No, but, Miss, would you be willing to let me try again? I have, never touched the living... I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape. But perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it.
Interesting.
Before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. The connection has been severed. It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on. Amphorius needs... Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
Oh boy.
They're here.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel? Well, at least you look no different from the living. I think that most living people don't even look as good as you do.
You've completed the trial of time.
Huh?
I have to admit that the process
That's an interesting comment, Finon.
Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind. However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Many have had this idea, but so far, there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts
Oh!
of death,
We're meeting her instantly. Okay.
I'll try and get her to return to Akima, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all. It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position.
So, I wonder what Thanatos looks like.
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. It's Anaxagoras.
In the end,
I earnestly hope that otherwise. The efforts of my teacher and I of the...
Oh, an accent POV swap. Interesting.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Hand of shadow.
Hand of Shadow then. Could this...
Not
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
the Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you. Me. Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it. Deep within the tides. Beyond the closed gates of the void world. A voice. About to recount something.
Child of humanity, is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best,
Oh?
see 15 more entry hours.
Oh, interesting.
15 days and nights.
Because that's how much time we have.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the
Oh.
now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem.
Is that how we're going to get to Thanatos? Anax is going to die.
It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is...
Hmm.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Enexag. It's been a while, Lord Enexagaris.
Who the fuck is that?
I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are anti-Catherians here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right
He looks
of all
really cool.
upright citizens to express themselves freely.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We anti-Catherians perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar, if necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me, please. Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods in their arrogance deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Oh.
Please, Professor.
That's a big ass fucking hand. Jesus Christ. I was not expecting that.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Memorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods.
as you...
Alas.
Save your concerns.
Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals.
Off you go. This Titan appears to be quite at ease.
Be aware.
Huh. This place is cool. It's pretty neato. Was that a nymph?
Even blasphemous scholars can come here.
Nymph.
Pretty underwhelming. Oh.
Anaxagoras.
As Kephale's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being. Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawncloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. As I see it, a dead Titan can't provide
you. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that...
Oh my.
Are you praising...
Praising him, of course. As a...
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to...
That took me a second.
Over here! Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove found...
You could say it's the Fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians. So, are you here to report the incident to the
Tell me.
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Cersei's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the... Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved.
No surprises there, though Shouldn't you be...
I was really curious to see how you would find, but it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If...
I'm afraid... I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Oh, my.
Every plant, every tendril.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom...
This mural is...
I really can't tell whether you are praising or...
Of course, for all we know, this...
I, for one...
Was this...
Since you are aware of it...
From my perspective... Therefore, it seems that your what, then, is...
The entire plan is stored in...
Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages...
That's enough.
How your soul is actually trembling.
This is a present that my sister gave to me.
So, there are other members...
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? It won't take long. You'll discover...
Oh, the blood...
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Giorios.
This...
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant court.
Oh,
Not only that, he also believed that life, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself?
Anaxa?
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove, your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once.
Calm down, teacher. She's still not in the mortal realm.
What?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the equivalent exchange.
Let it go, Anaxa. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased.
You're right, teacher.
I am sincerely glad for you. I continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove...
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the... I may have lost an eye. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands.
Ooh, however, this story doesn't...
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand, my story ends here.
Unfortunately, even...
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned...
Child of humanity.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer.
Not only that, you're the only one who can...
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders.
It's...
Carefully. The one... If you
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges.
Isn't that the dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs. And it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet...
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Welcome to the demigod count.
Lord Anaxagoras. Oh, I've heard so much about you.
Old lady, goddamn.
Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity. Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, Well, to that, I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribed to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Era Chrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have, as expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the Era Chrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom. Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
I believe you're aware of Castorus the Executioner. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaya had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place in time, I would have been forced to meet Thanatos first. As compared to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results, if you decide to cut open my chest and remove the core flame, wouldn't that settle her nerves even more? Everything is in place. She just needs the right timing.
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time. Of course, this also means that I will hold a crucial vote at the Citizens' Assembly.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawn Cloud.
Oh, Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However,
sorry, my dogs were barking.
So, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see, then.
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after,
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Unexpected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kephae's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
Hate how he speaks. He speaks like such an evil villain.
Hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kephae once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
You want this?
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Go on ahead. Take this.
I have to admit.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. I believe Kephae will not deprive you of your right to ask you. It is my hope that you bring a much...
Oh.
Honestly, this is my...
What a splendid view.
Well, I don't see how... And even though I've come this...
I must be getting...
Oh? Haven't you been in my head? Alright, we're just a short...
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh?
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight.
Why? I know...
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just...
Wait. Hey.
Huh?
Do we...
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Yes.
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios from their prize...
Hey, Circes.
Nias? No.
I just saw him.
No. I have...
That's funny.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well...
Seems like...
Kaos. I've never heard of this person.
Look on the bright side, Nias. Hey!
Yes. It's still you and I.
Kaos.
Never mind. I think the souls of
What? But
beats me. Let's just keep going.
know your limits. Wander.
Fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
There's no way we get Sixth Sensed again, right?
Of course. If I knew we had.
I guess this also counts as one aspect.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself. I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all.
Calypso? No, she can't be. Hey, Cersei's. Gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all...
We're here. Fine, very well then. So, I'm back. I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides. This time.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
That's Castorus.
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature.
Is Castorus Thanatos?
Fall so readily, much less give up on all.
Dude, that's something I thought from the start. That Castorus is Thanatos. But if that's true, that'd be interesting.
Yes. I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making
Elixia.
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you were born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
See? Wait, what if Castorus is Castorus the sister?
Like a mundane conversation, is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theory. But no, I will not, because another one of my conjectures, fusing a mortal soul with that of a titan to replace...
What are you thinking about? Is that so? You don't look the slightest... Events of the past, huh? I stood at this very spot. Don't read too much into it. You get what I'm saying. But there will always be people who... It's just... I never thought... Yeah, there's... In any case... Have you...
Don Hong POV. Oh boy.
you could. I'm kidding, Danny. Let me.
Oh my god, that eye from the fracturing. Yeah.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame.
It's coming. I feel that flame. Let me go.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Time for a lesson.
The black tide is remarkably. Anyway, never mind that for now. This is new. I didn't. Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Cersei. Oh, let me. By the looks of them. Sure, go ahead. Anaxa often says that perhaps to him it's a shame that the. That's what I'd like to know. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove? This is the Library of Philia. Other than books written by the Seven, we've had more than our fair share of hilarious. Nice. No need. Whew. You've got me there. There are too many books. I can already see what they must have written. Anax. Why else would they call him the Great Performer? Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think God should be? They marched him straight to the seat of judgment, though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. The first allegation was... Anaxa said the same thing then. Needless to say, his critics, you claim to be studying souls, yet you are. Anaxa always wears an eye patch. Never remove. Every being in the world owes their safety. Thankfully, they had no one by one. Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who attacked. It was only after a brief silence that he answered. Yes, I'm not sure how. By the way, this stack of I'm talking about an. It's a well-kept secret. Among the Seven Sages, even the administrators of the Library of Philia, with the grove in the state.
Interesting. Supposedly secret these supposedly secret areas are not so secret. Sorry, my brain is fucking dying right now for some reason. Excuse me.
This is the place. But materials for alchemical experiments. A matrix? No, not even close, huh? That? What's going on? Danny, look at my biggest fear. Anaxa was carrying out. Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had. Do you remember when the black tide was approaching the grove? That's right. But what if? Put yourself in his shoes. No. Exactly. When the black tide came, the true reason and... No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came... The manuscripts detailing all... What? No. He's after Kefali.
Sir, this sky above us, it's not...
Of course not. This is... The day-night cycle has been much like how the sky above the...
So...
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. Often people know more than they let on.
Then they're just deluding themselves. We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky.
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child.
Why? Because we'll...
As a sage of the Venerationists, but above all else...
But I can, sir. I can do it. You're right.
Go. Find out what we are.
Child of humanity, you didn't go to such...
If I were as foolish as Adromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before... I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threaten to swallow them, they call me a blasphemer, sir, as I see it.
Oh? If power that rivals the Titan...
Why stop at harnessing the power? The source of life is what I wish to grab. Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that the soul indeed... How then is a soul born?
And by the sound of it...
No. I have already drawn a
Professor Anaxa. I'm here.
Of course. I'll bring... However, in accordance...
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price...
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the death... This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life.
I see.
Indulge me. Am I correct?
Before I begin, as unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, the reason I say that...
Anaxa?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not all.
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such...
Because that wasn't you.
Calypso?
Huh? That's... And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name?
It seems you've lost even the memory. Use your head, Circes. Since all of this took place, the living cannot step foot into that world. So who could they be? The answer is those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of... Does this answer disappoint?
Yes, because...
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth...
I knew, but it matters not. I know what I'm...
You...
Humans cannot return from... But all we need to do is look at this from... If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the...
Huh.
I have news from Hyacinth and Dunham.
Carefully. But
that is not. He is indeed the great performer. No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of what we should be doing now is to keep our eye being Akima's political scent till then.
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have...
It's been a while. What is that supposed to mean? Is this really...
It has indeed been some time, Lord Krateros.
Shh. Keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those... I've already ordered my people to hold them back. But we should still...
My bad.
Did you hear thunderclaps last night? Hacker.
She's been through a lot lately.
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. Watch out.
I guessed as much.
Oh shit. Thank you for the follow, Burnice 101. I appreciate it. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
You have my gratitude.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That those lackeys she keeps under cover have been going in and out of the city a lot more.
Better.
Looks.
We should.
Yeah, 5 minutes left. I'm from the farm.
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Poor me.
It's going good, but we're actually just about to end. As in, like, literally right now, we are ending. Let's see, who's online, see if there's anyone we can raid. Oh, Demo's online. We'll do that. Well, yeah, you arrived at the very end of my stream time, unfortunately. I just have to show up again tomorrow when I go live. I appreciate, though, everyone who stopped by. Thank you for coming. If you enjoyed, don't forget to follow me on Twitch to see when I go live next. And you can use the links in the description to... Oh, the but's not on. Ugh. I hate when that happens. Well, you can look below the stream for my Twitch, or my Twitter and Discord for interactions with me, updates outside of Twitch. And I will see y'all tomorrow with more story. So I hope y'all have a good night. Bye.